You're here with the Mouse Vibes, and we're at Universal Studios Hollywood for a theme park update.
We're just days away from the Grinchmas holiday celebration, and I haven't been to this park since Halloween Horror Nights. I'm really excited to get inside and see how the park is transformed.
So let's show you the latest construction updates inside Super Nintendo World, the holiday decorations around the park, and how to navigate the crowds during busy season.
Welcome back to another Mouse Vibes video. Holy moly, the holiday crowds are here. Kids are out of school, parents are ready to let loose. I have not been here for any of these updates. I'm ready to go to the lower lot and see what the latest thing is with Super Nintendo World.
Let's go! Yahoo!
Before we go down to the lower lot, let's take a topside shot of Super Nintendo World. I swear this view never gets old, and wow, you can see how much has changed since last time we were here at Super Nintendo World. The facade for Bowser's castle looks nearly complete. Last week when we were here, the team was installing the face and horns, and it's crazy to see the pace in which the team is working. Here's a side-by-side to show you how much has gotten done since last week. With the Bowser castle facade wrapping up, the team's attention is now focused on the restaurant inside Super Nintendo World, Toad's Cafe. Scaffolding surrounds the mushroom-shaped restaurant as the team prepares for the next stage of finalizing this project. Here's a side-by-side from last week, and it's kind of hard to tell where exactly they are on this project. I'm not sure if they're doing more work to the canopy or if this project is ready for paint. I just really hope that we get some of these LED screens and panels to help bring Toad's Cafe to life. I mean, come on, how cool is this restaurant? Moving on, it looks like there's even more construction going on the backside of Super Nintendo World. Scaffolding now wraps around the outside of this entire building, and it looks like they added some type of canopy or shade to the upper level of this outdoor patio. Let's head down to the lower lot to take a closer look at what this is. And boom, yes, confirmation, those are indeed canopies for shade on the top level, and it looks like each of the canopies is actually painted with clouds on there. I guess the real question is, what is this shade for? What are we expecting to queue up for in this outdoor area? I'm gonna give you my thoughts on exactly what's going on within this building, but let's go down to the second level for some more clues. And there's even more theming on the second level. Let's pause here. This entire area is painted hot pink, and on the left hand side you can see a light in the shape of a cloud. These are the same lights that can be found in the queue for the Yoshi attraction at Universal Japan. I know I said there's no possible way that a Yoshi adventure attraction could be coming to Universal Hollywood. You can clearly see there's no possible way this attraction could fit. But what's inside that Yoshi show building if there's no attraction? Well, today we might have our first clue. Check this out. Inside this door you can see a themed queue space, and on the outside of the door might be your biggest clue. While reviewing footage of the Yoshi attraction in Japan, I found some similarities between our Universal and the one in Japan. Right now we're inside the queue for the Yoshi attraction, and let's pause right here. On the back wall you can see a frame with a huge X through it and a polka dot pattern. This is eerily familiar to the clue I just showed you in Hollywood. Both doors have a huge X on it with yellow nails going across a Yoshi egg pattern. Comment down below if you think this is the same room. Also in the queue are touch points for your power band along the way. Maybe we're just getting a power band area to go into our Yoshi building. But what if this entire project is bigger than all of that? What if it includes this top section, this middle area with the clouds, and the lower section? I really hope this is happening and we get something similar to this at Universal Studios Hollywood. The queue space for the one in Japan actually ends with you going in front of Toadette's house before you board the Yoshi attraction. Comment down below, do you think that we'll get Toadette's house even though we don't have the Omni Mover attraction? Moving on, let's take a look at the entrance to Super Nintendo World, and a lot of work is going on over here as well. Let's pause here. It looks like there's 3 visible projects going on right now. Let's start on the right hand side where it looks like team workers are actually installing a faux wall to help separate the space in between Transformers and the new Super Nintendo World. And it also looks like furniture has arrived to Super Nintendo World. These are actually the chairs that are going to be inside Toad's Cafe inside the land. Oh, this is super cool. This is actually our very first look inside Princess Peach's castle. Guests will enter through the warp tunnel as it transitions into Princess Peach's castle before you make your grand entrance inside Super Nintendo World. It looks like the 2 Super Nintendo World entrances are different in size and shape, but look for the one in Hollywood to receive some theming soon with the brickwork coming in and the black and white tiled floors. And this is our last update on the lower lot. It looks like we actually have confirmation of a secondary exit and or entrance into Super Nintendo World. This area by the bathroom has been under construction and scaffolding for months, but today we have a revealed unpainted warp pipe. Ashley, it's your first time seeing the exit tunnel into Super Nintendo World. You called it, you speculated this.
I mean, it's so fun to speculate on Super Nintendo World because Universal doesn't give us any info, and I have to say this is confirmed. This is an exit tunnel to Super Nintendo World. It makes the most sense. You can't have everybody go in and out one way.
You heard it here, folks.
Confirmation.
That was a crazy Super Nintendo World update. So much has gotten done. I cannot believe how much has happened in just a week. The front entrance to that place is really taking shape. I can't believe it. Ashley, it's your first time going down to Super Nintendo World. What are your first thoughts?
Okay, it was really cool to see all the furniture going into the land for the restaurants. The chairs were actually really cool looking and very Nintendo-like, and I loved seeing the AstroTurf walls kind of getting ingrained in that area to block it from Transformers. So, you know, Universal wants you immersed in that land, and you can tell by looking at the entrance getting built that that's exactly what they're gonna do. Another thing that I really loved was seeing the cloud painted on, I don't exactly know what those were called.
It's like a canopy.
Yeah, like on the canopy there were clouds and everything, and the scaffolding, I'm kind of guessing that they're gonna be painting the outside so it looks like clouds on the outer side and then on the inside, you know? Do you know what I'm saying?
Now that we've shown you the latest updates with Super Nintendo World, let's take a lap around the park and show how Universal Studios Hollywood is getting ready for Grinchmas and the holiday season.
Cause the holidays are here! Let's go see the decorations!
The holiday decor is taking over every inch of this park. New York Street looks like a winter wonderland. There's snow and garland covering each of the buildings. I love this wide-angle shot where you can actually see palm trees and the snow, and it looks like Ashley found a new friend. Over in Pet's Place, it looks like the Happy Merry Everything archway is finally up. I forgot how awesome this decoration is. If you look closely, there's actually little gingerbread weaved between the garland, and you can find your favorite characters from Secret Life of Pets. And there's even more decorations in this area. Each of the buildings is covered in garland, and it really does feel like New York. There's also this really cool photo op with all the characters dressed up in Christmas gear. Can you guys point out all the hidden Easter eggs? Over at the Palace Deli and Market, you can find this season's holiday buckets. Check out this Grinch one for $24. Let's keep this holiday decoration tour going. Even our OG monsters love it. Okay, we're over here in front of Parisian Square, right next to Mel's Diner, and I'm actually seeing some theming here I haven't seen ever before. There's a bunch of Christmas wreaths decorated with records, and even a little jukebox to go with Mel's Diner. I've never noticed that little detail.
Do you guys know what Faber College is? Do you know, babe?
No, I have no idea. What is that?
Faber College is actually from Animal House.
They talked the bar.
Which is one of the biggest comedy movies in the world, and it's right here.
That's insane. A little Easter egg. I had no idea. Ashley, how did you know that?
I love this. Something that I really am digging about Universal Studios right now is the mixture of holidays and then the normal characters. Like, we just saw Frankenstein and Bride go through this area with Christmas decor. Like, it's the best of both worlds.
They just can't let it go. This is still the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Over on the corner of Pet's Place and Minions Way, inside Mulligan's Pub, there's a new holiday drink coming this season called the Mulligan's Treat. This whiskey-based drink will help you keep warm during the holidays starting November 25th. Over in the Wizarding World, you can find even more holiday-themed foods. Starting November 25th, 3 Broomsticks will be offering the English holiday meal. This looks to be like a Thanksgiving plate, but Harry Potter themed. 3 Broomsticks is definitely one of the most popular restaurants inside Universal Studios Hollywood. If this is going to be a priority, make sure to get here early and expect a line. It's also worth noting that the holiday crowds are back. This is definitely one of the busiest days I've seen this year. It felt almost impossible to navigate the holiday crowds. I would definitely recommend investing in the Universal Express Pass. That way you can enjoy your day and make sure to get on your favorite rides and shows. But be aware you might have to wait in line to skip the line and get your Universal Express Pass. Over in Springfield, the crowds were absolutely nuts. Check out this line for a Krusty Burger.
This is a tasty burger.
Heading down to the lower lot, the crowds felt even worse in this area. This is definitely the most congested I've seen the lower lot since Halloween Horror Nights. All 3 of the attractions had over an hour wait. Also, check out the single rider line for Jurassic World the ride. I've never seen this line this long before. Also, concessions were up inside the queue. If they're selling food in the queue, you know you're waiting for a long time. Even Panda Express had a line running out the door. I love orange chicken just as much as the next person, but there's no way in heck I'm waiting an hour-long line at Universal Studios Hollywood for Panda Express. All right, and that's gonna wrap up our day here at Universal Studios Hollywood. We showed you the latest construction updates inside Super Nintendo World, the latest holiday crowds, and what to expect for Grinchmas.
You guys, if you're coming here for the holidays, get here at Rope Drop. You'll be able to knock a lot out before the holiday crowds come.
Make sure to be patient and know it's gonna be busy, even if you have an express pass. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us grow, and if not, thanks for stopping by.